big his dick is?
I would love to.
Gonna have to math this one out, lads.
So he's 6 feet tall.
That's not true.
So he's 10 feet tall.
Is he actually 10 feet tall?
10 feet
Yeah, I wasn't
tall.
fucking joking. He's a Goliath.
His dick's really
Goliaths do be like that. They
He's
big.
10 feet tall.
Yeah.
This is how tall he is compared to Pen.
Knees. Knees. Just knees.
Just pick them up like a fucking Pepsi.
Big!
Just kind of grab you by the head and lift you up.
Literally could close his entire hand around Ben.
Yeah.
We've never discussed this, but is Pen thick?
I don't like that.
How many C's in Ben's thickness are there?
Very few. One?
Mm.
The
They're-
single C.
They're not
One C.
thick, I suppose.
They don't have an ass that don't stop.
No, they have a ass
An
that
ass
has
that
a
frequently
definitive
stops.
end.
It has the definitive end.
All right.
Poor Ben is the only one without an ass. I don't know if we ask the other 3 people here, and one of me being them, Reverend has a fucking
Dump truck ass.
thing. Reverend is carrying cake.
Raise your hand if you have a dump truck ass.
Reverend's hand, shoot up. Mayor's hand, shoot up.
Got that fucking cake.
Noah's hand, shoot up.
Well, I'm so sorry to Pen, whose ass is fallen behind these poor times.
I think they'll survive.
You just can't compete with asses like this, you know?
Yeah.
This is what D&D's about, guys.
You know, I
We
never
all-
sat and thought of my character's butt.
You
What?
should sometimes.
You should think about his ass a little bit.
I mean,
Think
Noah's
about
a man
it.
with a nice ass. It's just part of his personality.
I mean, yeah. Like, I
Yeah,
imagine Noah with, like, he got a tone butt.
Okay. That's a quarter off that thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not quite a shelf, but it is a ledge.
Yeah.
That's a foothold for when you're climbing that man.
Climbing that fucking ladder! To step and everything! This is what
Oh,
D&D's about. I think.
D&D is about getting in
Confirm.
a voice call with your friends and thinking about imaginary people and going, hey, are they caked up?
That's exactly what it's about. We are
Hey,
playing D&D right now.
We've been imagining fake people for almost 5 years now. Are they caked up?
Yes.
Do they got that ass?
Yes. Some of them, yes.
Pouring out for Pen.
Sorry for letting you guys down.
It's okay, Pep. We still love you and your flat ass.
So sad. Fucking. I hope you get better soon.
Do some squats.
You guys want to play D&D?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Man.
Too much funny business this time. We all got the giggles.
This entire time, I've also been trying to do the fucking white hair, and then for protagonist comparison, corporate needs you to find the difference between these pictures.
Mm,
I would be done by now, but I keep laughing.
I see.
I really thought you were trying to say I've been doing the math and trying to figure out how it is.
Me?
Like
Matt?
10
How-
feet tall, and he's got a shadow
How
of 15
big
feet long.
Would a 10-foot person's
Oh my
Oh my
god.
dick
God.
be?
Oh my god! That's not how dicks work. They're different for everyone.
Average. Like, because it's at least gonna be proportional. So even if it's small, it's, you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying, and that's all that matters.
So basically, what you're saying is small Goliath pee-pee, still big pee-pee.
Yeah.
Comparatively.
Am I wrong?
If a 6-foot tall man can have a 10-inch long penis, then a 10-foot tall man.
Can have a 6-foot long penis.
$5
It's
foot
bigger.
long.
So
I'm just doing that fucking math, though.
I'm going 12-inch dick.
could be like a 16-inch dick if you do the
12
math.
inches is a normal amount. Humans right now in our world can have 12-inch dicks. It's
That's
not even the
fucked up.
largest size.
That's fucked up.
Slightly above average would be 16 inches.
He's married to a human. I don't know
And?
that they do that business, but is she okay?
Damn, she.
All of you,
looking
now that you've seen
champion.
Peregrine. Ariadne, I just need to talk. Are you okay? Man, do you need some help?
Where it's just like, you legend.
Like, I get it, cause damn, but are you okay?
She's fucking powerful. What do you want from her?
Nothing. I'm impressed. I'm inspired. Anyway,
Oh my god.
I can stop talking about his dick now. I don't know about the rest of you.
I can as well, but I'm just. Meh. Me. Drink more water.
Take a little sip, cool down a little bit.
So you guys want to play the game?
Sure.
Maybe
Sure.
so.
I'm down for D&D.
Just D&D.
Yeah.
D&D.
This case does stand for dicks and dicks.
Does
does.
dick?
Huh?
You doing all right, Kay?
No. It's been weird all day. I don't know if you noticed that I just started coughing instead of laughing at some point, so that's
Or you
where
got
I'm at.
butt.
I'm fine. It's just it's all wheezing from here on out.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we gotta lower our usual level of humor so we don't kill KR. Be less funny.
Thing is, I find a lot of things funny, so I'm just
It's not gonna
This
be
is it.
possible. We're just
I know.
inherently not fucking
That's
funny.
why you're one of my favorite people to tell jokes to, because you always laugh at them.
yeah, I do my
Beautiful.
best.
It's fucking
It's-
beautiful.
It's wonderful, and I appreciate it so much.
I'm glad. I giggle so much. I need to tell you, I still, if I go back to the Duckman bit, I still cry laughing.
Duck man, I don't know. What to
Okay.
tell you.
Mallard.
Okay, let's go.
Mallard.
Oh, good.
Question, actually. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I need to go grab a cord for my
go.
pump.
Get,
Oh.
Oh
go, run.
yeah, go get
Ew.
that. That's important.
Yeah, we should be good. I think. Is everyone good?
Yeah.
Good chance.
Everybody
Good
got it all
thing.
out?
Yeah, I'm all good.
You're not gonna die.
Nah.
You're gonna thrive.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Good. Thank God.
Oh God, bro. You guys want to play DD?
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Benjamin already?
Yes.
Hell. And well, Met Travelers, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons!
Oh!
Woo! Yeah!
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 Woo!
Fuck yeah. Dude, hell
D&D!
yes.
Woo!
This is the energy I love to bring into these sessions.
Yes.
Just imagine me with one of those little things that you swing around at parties. You know the little party favors that you swing around and it makes noise?
Blackers?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Those guys.
I'm swinging it around.
Thank you. Thank you. Please have a seat.
I'm sitting.
Last time on Dungeons and Dragons, we fucking got on a boat and we went to the north, and it's cold up here, lads. But we got on the boat for like a month. We landed in Higginsville. Fucking Higginsville. You guys were met there by Ariadne, Fulmar, Mirage, and Boo, who had come to escort you back to the Hawk's Eye. So that's pretty exciting. People got in fights. People fell in love, probably. We got to the Hawk's Eye, which is a thing on the mountain. It's like an abandoned church, essentially. These people are freaks. And it is magically... It's on the mountainside, even though everything's covered in snow. It's magically slightly warmer, and the snow doesn't stay there. And we got there, saw the place. Peregrine wasn't around, and then towards the very last couple minutes, he walked in, and you all met him. He's not on his map. What's up with that?
I don't know.
There
What
he
is up with that?
He's shy.
He's shy. So yeah. We're just gonna hop right back in that moment. We're still listening to chill in betweens. Is that what's wrong? We are. Get that shit out of here. That's the D&D music that I know and love.
We're also
And put
still
together.
in the lobby.
We're still in the lobby. It's
Yeah, I
just
was about
me
to
in
say.
here.
I was about to say, where
It's
are
just
we?
me in this call. I'm in a different room from you guys, pointing at my intricate maps. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Anyway, Peregrine entered and we ended the session. So let's hop in there. Peregrine enters the Hawk's Eye and has a kind of serious expression on his face while the fellow guild members kind of run up to him and are like, "Oh yeah, you're back. What's up? We love you. Rock on." And he kind of like vaguely greets them. I don't think it comes off so much as rude, so much as just he seems distracted. And his eyes kind of scan the rest of the room for a few moments and land briefly on all of your party, kind of looking at you like, these people weren't here before.
Who are these fucking freaks?
And then, he seems to recognize, like, oh, you're probably the ones that my wife went to get a couple of days ago. Okay, cool. And he starts walking forward through the hall. People kind of force their way out of the way.
He wades through them.
He wades through the people.
God.
Yeah.
Our whole party is sweating. A significant portion of our party is sweating.
Everyone's sweating because Pen's like, God, I hope he doesn't step on me.
Yeah.
This man does not look down.
Woof.
He's wearing like a mantle that is kind of comprised of a couple different furs. He's not wearing any chest armor, and he is wearing like leather armor for the lower half of his body. And you can see these like bright red tattoos do extend down his chest and arms. And there's a very large hammer strapped to his back that looks like it gets its fair share of use.
I love a man. Okay.
We appreciate men in this household.
We objectify men in this household.
We objectify men. Hold on, I'm gonna get that image. Sorry, I know we're just started playing D&D, but I have to get the image. Don't make me gesture to the sign.
It's a sign in a guild hall.
We objectify men here, sir. Anyway. Yeah. I think as the kind of commotion is bubbling up, Ariadne comes back out of her forge and, sees her husband and is like, "Oh, hey!" and walks over to him. And they both kind of meet in the middle of this hall. And at this point, I don't think there's like a crowd still following him. I think they kind of disperse after being like, "Oh, hey, you're back!" Okay, he's gone. And he kind of has to crouch to give his wife a hug.
God.
And they have a little embrace before he straightens back up and seems to kind of murmur something to her before looking all over at all of you and gesturing for you to come over as he starts heading towards the if you remember, there's like a stage in the back of this church area where once would have been an altar but is now kind of just like a heightened platform. And he starts heading that way after gesturing for you to come over to him, and Ariadne follows.
I assume we follow.
Yeah.
What else are you to do?
If this man tells me to do something, are you gonna say no? What?
Yeah. You all kind of, get up and go. I think Fulmar is like, should I go? Am I allowed? Whatever, I'm coming.
Hell yeah.
So Fulmar comes.
You know us and you know them. Yeah, come on.
With Mirage, I think probably re-enters the building at this point. She was taking the horses that you used on the caravan to the back of the building to what you have to assume is a place to keep them, a stable.
A staple of some kind.
But you didn't follow her, so who knows? Like, the only thing I've confirmed is that the horses didn't die.
Which is important with this party. That happens.
So important, the horses aren't dead.
Yeah. For once.
So fucking
No,
have we ever
God.
killed horses?
Not on screen,
We've
but
abandoned
presumably they
them.
run away.
Yeah, we've abandoned
Yeah.
horses. All
We've
of those abandoned
abandoned
horses
horses.
have found a beautiful pasture herd and
Okay.
integrated back into nature, okay?
Thank God.
It's canon!
Okay, thank God.
Pretty unlikely,
Thank
but
you.
appreciated.
I don't give a fuck
know-
about statistics. Delta says it's canon.
It seems unlikely, but weirdly it has happened every single time. But yeah, you all kind of start heading up these set of stairs to this platform. And as you start getting up there, you see there is a, like, kind of hidden, not like it's purposely hidden from the guild, but just like a slightly hidden door as part of the architecture here. And Peregrine and Ariadne head back into that secondary back room.
Alright.
Here we go.
Yeah, there's some hesitation. I was like, oh, are we still go? We're still going. Alright.
We're still going. Yeah. Yeah, you enter this back room and It's not necessarily small, and I don't want to model this. I say church, but I don't want to model it after Christianity. Obviously, that shit don't exist here.
Of course.
I think this is more like a back kind of storage room, slash like community room. There's kind of a kitchen in this area, but also you can see like it's been kind of converted into what you have to assume is like the office for this guild. And there's
paperwork we're missing.
here's all the paperwork for living in this abandoned church. And there's large like almost floor to ceiling windows that you can kind of see out the back of the church, and you can see here the like covered stables, and you can see the horses from where they were before.
Horses confirmed.
Confirmed horses. But yeah, Peregrine goes to a very large seat and kind of sits down with a sigh, and Ariadne, walks over, and he looks at all of you as you kind of file into this room, looking around, and says, "You must be the ones from the Stag's Eye."
Yeah.
That we are.
That's us.
Sorry if we've caused you any
I trust your journey was uneventful.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
He nods. And I think Ariadne's kind of looking through a desk right now at paperwork before pulling something out, and kind of just hands it to him and is like, here's the paperwork for the bear.
Oh, okay, cool. Wow.
Yeah, and Peregrine picks it up, tiny little piece of paper with a tiny little pen, and seems to very awkwardly sign it.
They make him use a little pen.
It's a normal sized document. It's official.
Just get him a bigger pen that he can hold in his hand.
Make a custom pen with a normal size tip, but it's bigger, so he can hold it.
Well, he signs with a very small quill. It's a normal sized quill, but to him it looks absolutely tiny.
Oh my god.
And then he holds the paper out to all of you.
Nice.
Snatch!
So, do we assign? Okay.
Yeah, I do think you probably have to sign the paper. He hands you the quill too.
Cool. Thank you. And Noah signs the paper with pretty handwriting. And
Wish that was me. Reverence thinks in her head.
Yeah, I laughed also because I forgot that Noah's the only one that's actually very well practiced.
Educated!
Well, the only one that actually had like full on
I had school.
better. Yeah.
It was
So
Dragon Mom
educated.
school, but it was yeah.
You were homeschooled. Everyone
You were
else just
homeschooled.
wasn't.
Yeah, everyone
Better
else
than no
didn't.
school.
We had an approximation, but writing wasn't a very big part of that.
And then I asked, so do we keep this or would this is the first time I have to do this, so
Yes, just make sure that's on you.
alright. Thank you very much.
It's your fucking license.
Yeah, now Noah has the I can do what I want.
Yeah. I got the paper.
I do what I want. Signed by a very large man.
Peregrine featuring Noah.
And Noah goes, so what I guess is that it?
Regarding that, at least, I suppose.
Oh yeah. I don't know if we should bother you with the other matter, or
What's
Eh,
the problem?
Well,
Noah looks towards his friends.
is
Reverend
Adora
says
came
pe-
with us, I assume?
Yeah. Adora's basically always with you. The same with Yorna.
Yeah.
Reverend says, Pen, it's your time to shine.
Oh, am I allowed to talk to this one?
Yeah, you can talk to this one.
Cool. So you're Peregrine?
He nods.
I really thought you were gonna be a bird.
He almost a little bit smirks, but it quickly returns to neutral.
Yes.
Yes!
Hell
And
yeah.
acquired another new friend.
So we kidnapped a queen from Ardgau. This is Adora.
It was consensual.
I do wish you would just put it better than that.
The cacophony.
Like, okay, Van. Okay, so she asked us to take her from the place.
Maybe I shouldn't have let Pen.
I really
do
liked Noah's. It's consensual.
Yeah, that was bad. I'm sorry.
It's fucking great.
Oh,
this. It was excellent.
Sorry, she asked us to kidnap her, and so we did.
Peregrine kind of looks at Adora, who very nervously kind of steps forward and then takes her hood off and is like, "Hi, hey, it's me." And he turns to her and says, "Where do you want to be?" And she kind of looks immediately like, "Oh, I didn't have an answer to this," and then looks at all of you and it's like, but not back. Is that good?
Pen nods
Look.
encouragingly.
Reverend gives her a little smile, like, you're doing well.
Merritt sort of nods and goes, well, at the very least, you can have time to think about it proper while here. And shrugs, but, smiles sympathetically. It's your choice.
Peregrine nods and says, "You would be welcomed here, if this is where you wish to be." Dora looks thoughtful for a few moments. Can I think about it? And Peregrine nods. And she does the same.
Merritt does speak up a bit more and goes, I will note in the first few weeks or so that we had her with us, I had noticed some sort of a tracking spell on her. I haven't seen it since we crossed over further to the north here, but if she is to stay here for a little while, it's worth noting.
Do you know who was tracking?
We don't know
Not
for
particularly.
Not a
sure,
clue.
but we assume it would be her. What was it, guard, or like?
Any number of her knights.
Yeah.
Also, they seemed to be able to get close enough to track us, but didn't want to, hurt us or anything. They just seemed to be following.
Yeah, but again, it stopped when we crossed the water.
He looks thoughtful for a few moments before nodding. We will be aware.
Fair enough.
Is there anything else that you want from me?
Reverence looks at her compatriots and raises her hand a little bit.
Yeah?
He looks at you.
Reverence just gets out Prince Jerky.
Ah.
She holds him forward like fucking Simba. And says, "We were supposed to take him to the southern one."
Frog's eye.
That.
Ariadne's getting closer, like, what the fuck is that?
Reverence retracts him and holds him protectively in her arm.
She kind of puts her hands up and is like, "Whoa, I'm not going to hurt him or anything. I was just curious."
Reverence looks at Prince Jerky and says, "Do you want to meet some new people?"
It's a bit late for that.
Well, I mean, but do you want to go? Like, do you want to get down and like, you know, socialize?
He shrugs.
Reverence puts him down.
He stands next to you.
Okay.
Ariadne kind of comes up and looks at him. I think still at a distance from him, and kind of quizzically is like, "What are you?"
Do they know about the
Reverence-
mushrooms?
Reverence says he's a
Yes,
mushroom.
we did talk about how Marnshaw was covered in mushrooms.
No, goes, he's a special mushroom.
Another sort of friend of ours looking for freedom, but it's a bit different.
Reverence says, "This is my son," but Margaret says, "I can't keep him."
Peregrine kind of looks interested at that and says, "How come?"
What?
An awkward silence befalls the party.
Did they not send out like a newsletter?
I mean,
Well.
presumably.
I mean, you told Margaret that you were taking him to the southern one. There was no need to talk to these ones.
Yeah.
Well, the point of this was the southern one's a long way away.
I'm saying this as you asked why they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
You don't know if
yeah.
they know about them, like what happened to the city or not, because you haven't asked or anything, and they haven't asked
I mean,
either. But
I feel like in the last session, it was sort of mentioned that, like, yeah, mushrooms. Like, how was Marnshaw doing? Oh yeah, after the mushrooms was kind of a problem, but it's okay by the time we left. But they don't know the cause,
Yeah,
probably.
I would say then, since we did have that conversation, they do know and were told by like Margrave and assumedly Star Azure that happened. But they didn't need to know about Prince Jerky, so there's no reason for them to know that.
Yeah. With the hush that falls and references, well, you're just circus. So, Prince Jerky here is it awakened? Is that the correct term?
Yes.
Little mushroom friend, who more or less got sort of hijacked and convinced by his mushroom brethren. Mare just completely deflates and goes to take over Marnshaw.
It was mostly the other ones, though.
It was mostly the other ones.
Prince Jerky is
didn't mean
nice.
to.
Little night. The idea was to take him to this southern guild here, the Frog's Eye, where it's probably more befitting his temperate, or what temperature he might need as a mushroom friend. Well, yeah, it might be too cold here. And keep him away from that particular sort of incident again.
Well, there are less mushrooms here. Because
Sure.
it's cold.
Ariadne kind of looks at you and goes, I believe the problem with that is that he is a mushroom.
Oh.
It's more. He could already walk. The talking was new upon awakening. The specific sort of mushroom kind had already been around Marnshaw, but not to such a degree as to take over the way they did. I'll prevent that from happening, but we also. And then Merritt pouts a little bit and goes, Prince Jerky is just very small. He's
just a
very
little
small
one.
and means well. Or
He's just a little
tries to.
boy. He was basically born recently. And Margaret says I can't keep him. So
But someone should be able to look after him.
she said that people at the Frog's Eye could look after him and take care of him and help him learn and function. Because it's our fault he's a little person.
And teach
He
him how to
doesn't
read.
deserve. Yes, teach him how to read. It's our fault he's a little mushroom person with thoughts and feelings. So he deserves a good home. Reverence looks upset.
Ariadne kind of just turns to Peregrine. Peregrine looks thoughtful at your pleas.
All of us, he's just a little boy.
He's
Little
just
baby.
a little boy. He's got a little bow tie on. Just look at him.
Peregrine says, we can get him to the Frog's Eye. I do not believe you would enjoy the temperatures here.
No, he's been wrapped up in blankets. Cold here.
Cold. Peregrine kind of looks down like he's thinking for a few moments before looking back up at all of you and says, in exchange, will you do me a favor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
As long as it won't kill us.
I mean,
Please.
even if it probably will,
Hopefully.
it's not far off from what we do anyway.
Reverence.
So shoot.
Yeah.
Well,
Remember our guild.
Yes, yeah, well, you know.
Death is also always a possibility.
But as long as it's not, you
Death
know.
is an occupational hazard.
As long as the favor isn't jump off a cliff for me.
Yeah, you
Yes.
know, as long as it's not a suicide mission, that, you know.
Peregrine kind of glances at Ariadne, who looks surprised at this offer, before he stands again and kind of turns to the windows and looks out of them. And he says, I was away because there are 2 local dragons that live here. One is a white dragon, the other is silver.
Everyone looks at
Noah.
Noah.
Noah's eyes
Very
just
nervous.
bug.
Recent.
Noah goes, you said silver?
Yes.
Are these dragons acting,
Let him finish.
No, you're right. I'm sorry.
That was reverence at Noah.
Peregrine says, Recently, the white dragon has been more active as of late. Usually, they keep each other intact. Check. Corrects himself. But the white dragon has been venturing too close to towns. So I recently ventured near his lair, and I found the body of the silver dragon dead.
Looks at Noah again.
Everyone looks at Noah, but more solemnly.
Noah turns back to his party and says, well, whether y'all are down for it or not, I know we got a job to do.
Obviously.
Of course.
It would be my pleasure to help take care of this.
Well, he still hasn't said what exactly he's asking us to do, Mr. Man.
I mean, yeah, but to take care of the situation in any way, I am good for it. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Reverence pats him on the shoulder.
Peregrine turns to you and says, "You do not need to apologize." And he says, "I believe it may be time to either drive this dragon out or kill it."
Mm.
Fair enough.
You said this is unusual behavior. This has not happened before.
Wow. Otherwise,
Which
it's
part? The dead dragon?
Well, that too, but the general behavior of the white dragon.
The dragon's behavior is not unusual. It is just more active because they are no longer fighting.
far too busy fighting each other to wonder about the smaller folk until one finally won out.
Is the silver dragon still there?
Its body is, yes. I could not remove it. Not with the time and only me.
So you want us to go up there and fix it? Basically.
I would be accompanying you, but yes. I have heard of some of your adventures.
Reverend
You spent some time with Adora, correct?
Yes.
That we did.
Then you are familiar with his business.
Yes.
That we are.
He nods. We do not fight dragons very often here.
Well,
Well, you're in luck because we fought a couple.
Fulmar raises his hand and goes, "I want to come."
Can Fulmar come?
Peregrine nods.
Yes.
does Fulmar do a little fist pump like yes?
Yeah. Yes. Peregrine says, "I believe I will ask a handful of others. This is not an easily undertaken job."
True enough. We did have a fair few. Last time I remember us fighting a dragon.
And it was still a difficult fight.
And we will
Yeah.
be in the mountains.
That is true. Which is new for a few of us, I do believe. But hopefully that is where all of you can help as well. Together, it shouldn't be so much of a problem. Well, as much as fighting a dragon can be. All the same.
I appreciate your optimism.
Barrett smiles very brightly, as he is wont to do. And then returns back to his standard.
Ariadne seems concerned by all of this. I think you can pretty easily tell, even without any kind of insight, that this is the first she's heard of this news.
Talk to your
Mm.
wife, man.
He
God,
just
imagine.
got home.
He did just get home.
This is the first he's talked to anyone.
Maybe you should have pulled her aside for like 1 minute and then go, okay, now you guys can come in.
Lay all the cards out on the table all at once.
Honestly,
Prevent as much of his speaking as he can.
he seemed like that kind of dude, to be honest. Like, this is how it is.
I mean, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I think as you all agree, Peregrine nods to all of you and says, "Take your time to rest. I understand you have been traveling for some time. I would like to leave within the week."
Okay, sounds
Should
good.
be doable.
He nods, and kind of with that, you assume you have been dismissed from this meeting.
Pen takes a couple of quick seconds to see if they can see any wings.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Wings? Wings? Underneath the mantle? Wings?
Hmm?
Eh?
Eh?
You see a tattoo on his back that does resemble wings.
Oh!
That's
Hmm.
sexy!
Pen nods and leaves the room.
We proceed.
Ariadne hangs back, but Falmar comes with you, and you are back into the sort of central hall.
Noah,
Yeah.
is this okay? Do you want to talk,
Yeah.
man?
It's all good. We got something we gotta take care of.
Reverence looks at Fulmar. Well, sorry, go ahead. Do your serious thing.
Oh, no, you're good. He's like, I wasn't sure whether I was relieved or if I did hear that the silver dragon was downed in a fight with the white one. Because honestly, with what we've been running into, I was worried that I would have to, well, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a chromatic dragon that's causing a ruckus. And that I have no problem taking care of.
Still have to wonder if it's whatever's happening infected the
White
dragons
one
here
as well.
Yeah. Though I hesitate to bring that point up, considering maybe that's what did the silver one in to begin with.
Yeah,
That
I'm really
is
interested
what I'm
in
worried
the
about.
body.
I mean, from what we could tell, the bronze dragon was also under the effects of whatever the fuck is happening.
Mhm.
And we couldn't tell anything. I mean, we took it. We couldn't tell anything from its body, though.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't think even Zendelo found. Did we ever give him any of the parts to check out?
I think we sold him the eyeballs. We didn't like ask him to look at it.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
We gotta get that money, man.
Well, now I'm just disappointed in myself.
We've had a lot going on constantly, in fairness.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have a lot going on all the time.
Forever.
Forever. At any rate, it won't hurt to look at the body and see if maybe this
Yeah.
time something. Because, we don't know how it works, so perhaps there's something.
But all in all, I have no problem taking care of this one. It just brings me back to old times.
Otherwise, this is quite up your alley.
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fight it instead of just walking through the woods. I am
And
so tired of just walking through the woods.
You're on a boat for a month.
She's tired of boats too.
just the sudden third person is so good. Even if it was out of character, just imagining. Yeah. Because it'd be very good to just have even more of our gold and just get somewhere. But we have time to rest also.
So, Adora, do you want to hunt a dragon with us?
Can I?
Sure.
Why, of course.
Certainly try.
Yeah.
She
If you
just like claps her hands together in excitement.
That's precious. Now, I do have a question for you. How often have you fought things?
Never.
Oh, this will be exciting.
It's
Yeah.
a dragon.
I know how to fight. I've been trained my whole life.
I was about to ask.
Do you know how to fight a dragon?
It's the same as fighting anything else, isn't it?
More legs.
Do dragons
guess.
have more legs?
It's a lot harder to get through the scales.
It's difficult to fight them, is the point.
Should I practice on you?
No.
Yeah? Herman says yes.
Noah scales up and goes, take a crack.
Outside.
Outside.
She winds up and punches you.
Oh.
I'm gonna do a hit. Tell me what your
Alright.
AC is. What's your AC, bro?
Fuck, where'd the character sheet go?
AC scaled?
Yeah, he would have went scaled before this to simulate dragon.
Dragon simulation.
Dragon simulation. Come on, pull up my boy.
Give him the boy.
Give me a boy. God, I'm so sorry. This is taking forever.
Sure it's not popped out somewhere?
Oh. Maybe?
Alt tab. Find it. See if it's there.
This is a Mac.
Oh, I cannot help you.
No!
Happen,
Yes.
but
That
I
word
cannot
swirly
help.
key tab?
Swirly key tab.
Does the command key do anything?
That's
Command key.
Command is.
Chrome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, how many Chromes?
Do you have multiple Chromes open?
My mom does.
Okay.
Oh, his mom has her tabular situation.
It's horrible.
Every time
It's
I've seen
horrible.
her computer, I want to throw up.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna try pull out the boy again. I'm not finding him here.
I can pull up your boy.
Bring us the boy.
You have 13 armor class.
Somewhere
With
in
scales?
there.
Scales is 15.
Okay.
Okay. So, she winds back this punch and throws all of her weight forward with her arm, and it smacks right into your face, and you don't feel it at all.
I just imagine Noah just not fucking flinching. It's like she punched a brick wall.
Yeah, she punches you and then immediately goes, "Ah! Ow!"
Noah looks, and
Punching is not what I've been trained in.
yeah, you see, he lifts up a scale a little bit,
Ew.
and he's like, "You gotta
just
stab
like
right
Dragonheart.
through under them."
Fucking
Reverend
Yeah.
says, ew.
Sorry, this is how you do it. Just stab up in there.
Adora says, I don't know.
Sorry. This is how dragons be. But yeah, scales, hard. So you're gonna need something that's either magic or something that can pierce.
Poke, poke.
Poke, poke.
Though it would be quite brave of you to just go in outright, even with a piercing weapon.
No, I would much rather train you with a. Have you been trained with a bow?
She looks concerned.
You're not giving me anything here. Crossbow? Any kind of firing
How about-
mechanism?
How about we ask, what have you been trained in?
Magic?
go.
Combat-wise. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Magic.
That's
good.
the best way to do it,
That's like,
in
yeah.
my humble opinion.
What kind of magic?
Holy magic?
Yeah, Reverend. When Penn
Reverend, this
asked
one's
that,
on
Reverend's
you.
made a face like, "What do you mean? What kind of magic? Look at her. Did you see all this shit before? Obviously, she's a cleric."
So yeah, you don't gotta go up and try to punch a dragon or stab a dragon. You can just,
Magic
do
and dragon.
your magic.
Just magic a dragon.
And also, considering you holy magic, also I imagine help us kill a dragon in staying alive.
Support would be appreciated.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know how to support.
Okay, well,
Oh,
I have
What?
one spell.
Oh, what do you do?
No, one support spell.
Oh,
okay. Question could still stand.
Do you?
what level? Are
Reverend. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna in-game phrase. Do you change your spells every day?
That's not how my spells work.
But that's not what she said.
I'm telling you. That's what.
Oh. Okay. How do your spells work then?
I do magic, and it happens.
like this, no snaps and a puff of smoke comes out with prestidigitation. Blah. Prestidigitation. That
Bring
one.
the digitation.
One.
Yes, similarly.
Reverend is squinting.
Have you ever noticed how much you can cast before it's a problem?
How many spells you got? Is
How
it
many
2?
spell
Is
slots
the
you got?
answer 2?
It's the answer too, because otherwise I have some news for you.
I can cast many spells.
Paladin?
Hmm.
This is fun.
Considering she's literally talking about not, like, seeming to have any...
Holy magic, not a
Combat.
cleric.
Yeah. Wait, but...
Reverence.
You guys are never gonna fucking guess.
Is it like a subclass of cleric?
No!
Or paladin?
It's fucking homebrew, and we're all
Yeah,
going
it's
out.
Not
obviously
homebrew!
Oh, fuck.
Ah.
What?
You dumbasses! You're never gonna get it!
Oh, I think
I mean,
got
she's
it,
not
but we're
like a
gonna roll.
monk.
I think I know, but I'm.
She would be better at
I'll do it
punching.
myself.
She'd be way better at punching if she was a monk. I'm going to refrain from pulling out my player's handbook.
Reverence says. Reverence is looking at Adora and she looks like she's thinking really hard. Because she's trying to figure out how she has holy magic. Reverence says, "Do you commune with your deity?"
What do you mean?
That's what happens when you sit down every morning, doesn't it, Reverence?
Yes, to a degree.
I pray.
Wait a minute.
When you pray,
Weirdest fucking druid.
do you feel
Do you
the...
feel like you could change your spells if you wanted to?
Shut up! I'm getting there!
Do you feel
Do you-
closer to God?
That's literally what the question is about to be. She says, "Do you feel a stronger connection to your power?"
I don't know what that means.
Do you where is she wearing a holy symbol? Still?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
It's probably
Reference-
like tucked away at this point since she isn't hiding.
Yeah.
But I think as you've known her for quite some time, she does carry it still. She has not thrown it out or anything.
Does she pray in the morning with reverence? Do they pray?
Yeah, every single morning she prays. Oh my God, does she pray?
That's cute. That, morning prayers. Reverence just looks really confused.
Some kind of sorcerer? I don't know.
Have you always been able to do this? The magic?
Yes.
Even little? Small?
Ooh, even little small?
Even little small.
Rose, I need you to know that I held my hand out like close to the ground.
Yeah.
Yes, we all could see
Like,
it.
physically. Small?
We all know. We all saw it.
Adora seems confused by this question, but nods.
And you're sure it's divine magic?
How dare you?
My apologies. However, I don't think you can... Reverence is kind of looking at her compatriots now and says, do gods give it to children?
Can you get in on this?
Biggest shrug.
An age limit?
Merritt just gives the biggest shrug and then like winds his eyes like, "What? Why are you asking me?"
You think we know anything about God?
Reverence looks at Fulmar for help here.
Adora, question. Did you have to, like... Have you just been able to do magic since you can remember?
Yes.
Okay.
She's a sorcerer.
She's a sorcerer.
That was my question. Little small.
Little small?
Little? Small?
Well, any sort of magic, I assume, can be bestowed if it is sorcery.
It's just not you, like...
It's usually arcane.
It's usually arcane. Like, it
What do
just
you
made it
mean?
kind of weird. I don't think I've ever seen a holy sorcerer.
You were chosen, were you not, for the throne?
Yes.
Divine magic bestowed upon her. And then came the throne.
Reverend says, I wish I knew magic forever.
No, you do not.
Merritt also sort of like makes a face like, eh.
Reverence also makes a face like, you don't know.
My magic trapped me there.
How? What? Like, physically?
This is her backstory. We've talked about
We have
this.
talked about this.
Oh yeah, we have talked about this.
Yeah, literally why she wanted to escape. Like they took her essentially once they realized she had the power, and she became a queen. But they never let her go.
Oh, you got
Wow.
god powers? Divine right, baby!
Yes,
Mm.
that
Hmm.
exactly.
I see.
Also, didn't we talk to her a while back and she said she never, like, actually talked to Palor, just, like, prayed to him? Right? Yeah. That's fucked up.
Vaguely like that.
Which explains, how she doesn't know what reverence fucking means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, this
We've
is
also
fucked
had a
up.
lot. I was gonna say we also had like a lot of time to like for our characters to also have not absorbed that and then been like, wait, hold on, you don't hear him at all. You don't change your spells at all. You don't. This is it.
Even I've talked
okay.
to the gods.
Like, you don't actually commune. She just prays.
Mm-hmm.
She's just religious, baby!
She's just religious. Understood. You know what? Facts. Reverence looks a little lost, but like she's beginning to understand.
It continues and goes. The spells you have are the only spells you have, though.
Yeah.
That sounded good for us.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. That's way too far out there.
Yeah, it's gone.
I don't know. Penn doesn't know shit, so.
I mean, Merritt's thinking it's. I cannot change my spells the same way Reverence and Pin also seem to. Is that the same notion she's working with? But he doesn't know how to phrase it quite right.
Reverence just says, "Man, you're a little weird."
We're all ones to talk.
I didn't say
Proud
nothing
of
about
you.
that. I mean that in a good way. Believe it or not. Have you, in the vein of what Mary just said, have you seen the rest of us?
We're just good in our eyes.
Are we not the same, Reverence?
It seems that we are not, no.
She seems slightly disappointed at this.
Reverence also seems a little bit disappointed. However, I believe we still share many things. If not because of being a cleric, but, you're the only, well, not the only, but you're one of the few very religious people I've met and gotten to travel with for a time.
I am a cleric.
Lowercase c cleric, not capital C.
Damn.
Very ominous to do that right now, but okay.
The dirt answers.
Hurt is Penn's god.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but just in the middle of this conversation, Pin just like
leans over and is like, "Hey, what's up, Dirt? How you doing today? Thanks for giving me my spells."
It's just so.
Hey, Dirt, I'm so glad our relationship isn't as complicated as whatever the hell's going on over there.
Such big pin energy. Just off to the side. Be like, Dirt, I love you.
This is so much more straightforward.
Oh my god.
Reverend says in reply to her saying that she is a cleric, she says, I think we're clerics in different ways. Being a cleric is how I get my magic. I don't have it without.
Huh.
Yeah, like I said, you're a little bit weird. But I mean,
She seems to be having a crisis.
That's what we do.
Reverend says, listen, it's... What's wrong? What's going on in that little head of yours? She didn't mean that in a rude way.
Yeah.
Well, you just told me that I'm different from every other cleric in the world. And that
That's
perhaps
okay.
there's not even anyone else like me.
Oh, there certainly could be. There's
I'm
a bunch
sure
of weirdos
there
out
are.
there.
Oh, I've never met
But-
anyone like me.
Here's the thing.
Oh my god.
Okay. Reverend puts an arm around Adora and says, listen.
She starts praying.
Just listening to God now.
Reverend fucking points at nothing and says, all right, and takes a step back. You know what? Fair enough. I do that when I'm freaking out too. Reverend kind of looks at well, I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah.
Fulmar grimaces at this whole scene unfolding.
Poor Fulmar. Fulmar, how do you get your magic?
I studied it
Mm.
for ages in books.
Punch
Mm.
wizard.
So hard work.
Yeah.
Straightforward. I can appreciate it.
Reverend is nodding.
Fuck you, Merritt.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, hard work. I appreciate that. Got his fucking powers from his sugar daddy.
That doesn't mean he can't be like, well, specifically because everyone here, well, Pin got it half on their own, but also just because nature.
All you gotta do is lay down in the grass long enough.
Merrick. Yeah, and Merrick got it is because it's. That's why he's like, good for you, bud. You are untethered. Could not be me.
I mean, to be fair to us, it does still take a little bit of work
Oh yeah.
to get
Yeah.
and do it.
You have to study the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You gotta talk to God all the time.
I just talk to animals all the time.
Rivers has to talk to God every day.
Merrick just constantly has the foreboding sense of something.
For me to get my powers, I have to live in a surveillance state. So maybe you should check yourself before.
Yes,
Yeah.
precisely.
Oh, warlocks.
Merritt's life is hell.
Hey, you're trapped in an eternal prison forever, but you got sweet powers, though.
Well, a very pretty dangerous man.
What else could you ask for, really? If you think about it.
where it's partway the dream. He just wandered out into the woods and went, "Give me powers," and Kalana went, "Yeah, all right."
You're a funny little twink. I think I will.
That's it. Precisely. Oh God. And now they both cause problems on purpose. Study and it's a straightforward. Well, surely there are others with specific divine magic like adoration. I wouldn't know where to begin, where to ask.
Is she just
Everyone's
standing in
different
the
and
middle of this
special.
room praying?
She's on her knees.
Yeah,
Reverend's
In
is
the
sitting on the
dirt,
ground
like a
next to
normal
her.
person.
Reverend's is sitting on the ground next to her.
And she's like muttering prayers under her breath.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
I think after a minute, she stops, stands up very suddenly, and goes, "Excuse me, everybody, I have to go greet the sun." And then she starts walking out.
Do you want company?
She doesn't respond.
Okay.
She seems dejected.
I
dear.
still think someone should keep an eye on her, but maybe
Oh,
not
dear.
talk to her quite as much as she's having her crisis.
Yorna goes, "I want to go," and starts following.
Who?
Yorna.
Ah.
Um,
Reverend puts a hand on Yoda's shoulder and says, "Hey. Don't bother her."
I wasn't going to.
Reverend nods and says, "Cool."
You want to be a bird with me?
Yes!
I turn Yorna into a bird, and Pen turns into a bird.
What kind of bird? It is cold outside.
Little cold bird. What are the little cold birds, guys?
Buffy bird.
Little puffy birds.
All right, little puffy birds. Yorna throws her head back and goes, "Tweet!" And then fucking flies out of the fucking
I did just Google cold birds.
cold birds. You're gonna get puffy ones.
I don't know which bird this is, but it's one of the first ones that came up.
Yeah, we're those.
They're very cute. What's up with that tongue?
Tongue or is it? I think it's seeds. Look,
Is it a seed?
Okay, seed.
yeah, if you look at the image, there's more seeds.
This bitch looks like he's about to be choking on that seed!
Oh my god. I'm gonna stop with the birds, but this is called a snow bunting. Okay, now I'm done. It's very pretty, but it is called the snow bunting.
So yeah, I guess Yorna and Pen follow Adoration now as birds.
There they
Reverend
go.
says, "Well,
That's one way to do it, certainly.
I feel quite bad for causing her a religious crisis. If I had a religious crisis, I think I would die. So I hope she's okay."
I think Mirage passes her as she's sadly walking out the door and kind of approaches your group and just gestures like,
She's had a realization and is
She's
coping.
having, a religious crisis.
Mirage turns around and starts walking away.
Reverend nods and just smutters and says, "Yeah, that's a lot of people's reactions."
Fair enough.
Well, all right. Reverend turns to Fulmar and says, "Please tell me there's somewhere I can take a bath here." She has her eyes closed. She looks like she's in pain a little bit.
Fulmar kind of nods but looks very hesitant.
Reverence has her eyes closed.
Reverence has her eyes closed.
We have some hot springs.
Ooh.
Reverence opens her eyes and raises her lack of eyebrows.
Yeah, they're
Oh?
just kind of to the west of the building, over in the woods.
Good enough. Reverence
No.
walks away.
Making her way immediately.
Yeah. A hot spring sounds amazing. Are you kidding? Of course she's gonna
does.
run off right away.
Yeah.
That is what Merritt's thinking about. He's briefly worried about adoration, although, like, the gnomes probably got it.
They're birds.
They are birds,
The
but
birds
like,
probably got it.
the birds probably got it. They're camouflaged and they can stop being birds if something goes wrong. Or keep being birds, but very troublesome birds. Trust and pin.
Like,
You destroyed
No,
so
it's-
many goblins. If there's a combat, we will hear it, and you got it.
Oh, okay. You meant trust in their like combat prowess.
Yeah,
Understand?
trust that if something goes seriously wrong, like she is attacked, we will know,
Yeah.
and you will defend her. That was Merritt's worry. In this, Merritt will trust Pin, and has with his life numerous times, but
Aw.
yeah, still very good buds. It's just communication problems. Merritt stands there for a moment and goes, "No, hot springs isn't very good," and just spins on his heel and
Well,
also
he
goes,
boil his hair.
"Huh?
Will his hair be boiled? It's plants.
Collard greens!
Please,
Oh no.
Gross.
we
though.
can't. We can't keep going down this road." Actually,
You're the
by
one who
this
made
point,
his
he
hair
has
plants.
his hair is plants, but also like there's flowers in there. He put them in a hot spring in his tea.
Oh no.
Yeah. Brutal.
The weed kind?
The weed kind?
I don't think
You know how
he
Merritt
has.
is.
He's not filled with toxins.
He's not constantly intoxicated.
Very pointedly, he
This is
does
my
not have.
weed dryad.
Oh,
That'd be so funny.
They
Ah.
exist. I've seen them.
Yeah, I have to. Merritt's not one of those. We've all met Stellari.
True.
I thought you were saying
Merritt.
Stellaria was a weed dryad.
No,
And I
she
was
very
like, Sam.
explicitly is not.
Why didn't you tell me that in the backstory? She would have acted so fucking different.
No, alas. Merritt also is not. He also doesn't grow poisonous flowers, for example. Can't do it. Doesn't happen.
Hmm.
I like the implication that he's tried.
Me too.
Come on, Nightshade.
I mean, it's probably on his mind because one of his aunts, anyway. He proceeds. He probably doesn't. He washes out his hair, but not for very long because hot water is probably some sort of. I don't know. Would he know how much of a problem it is?
I think it would literally kill your hair.
Yeah, maybe. Slightly more hardy
Reverence-
considering it survived his hat, but not that. Not so much that. Anyway.
Reverence is so far down in the hot spring that her nose is like Only the nose up from her head is above the
You can
water.
breathe underwater.
Reverence
That's right. We always
Ugh,
can.
that
is
sounds so unpleasant.
yeah, it does. She's still nose out of the water.
People are drinking. Ugh. Her body is. Ugh.
What?
It's a
People
bathing
wash
hot
themselves
spring.
in there.
Yeah?
Oh.
You
You're
didn't
gonna
have
put
this
that in your
problem
lungs,
when
Reggie?
Penn was laying down in the bathtubs at the Stag's Eye.
It's not. It's so different. They changed those.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Huh.
Your abject surprise is horrible. Team Virtue goes to hot springs and just chills.
And I guess after Merritt leaves, Noah's gonna go out and check on Adoration.
Let's talk about that, I guess. Pen and Yora as birds, mostly Pen because Yorna's a bird now.
Yeah.
I think you fly out of the building and follow Adoration from a distance that she won't suspect is two of her friends as birds.
Yeah.
Wild statement. Imagine if you had to worry that some birds could be your friends.
It's fucked up.
That would be you're worried?
I'd be like, why are you guys fucking following me? And then I turn a corner and they're both standing there.
Fucked up.
Oh, I was just yelling at two random ass birds for some reason.
Things that probably happen in this party inevitably.
Yeah.
Pen, would you stop being a bird? But I'm not a bird. Ah!
Will you stop being a bird and just talk to me?
Yeah, what's up?
Holy
Especially at night when you're all sleeping in trees.
Yeah.
That's when Pen's
God.
always a fucking animal.
Yeah.
Oh, Pen, you as a raccoon are so comforting to me.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's what D&D's about.
Yeah.
It
That
is.
is.
Cuddling with a raccoon.
But yeah, you follow Adora, and I think she just starts heading up the mountain. She seems quite distraught, and as soon as she kind of passes the threshold of where the snow is stopping, she bundles herself up really close and keeps going.
I mean, we follow.
Yeah. Noah, give me a survival check.
Mhm.
Because you're going to track her.
Yeah. What the fuck keeps happening? I swear I opened my boy to prepare for this.
You've just lost him
What?
in the tabs.
Fuck.
I'm gonna go grab a snack while you're looking for your boy.
Yeah.
go pee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little
everyone-
break.
Small break. Yeah.
Mini break as we try to find Noah.
All right. Yeah, you step out into the air. It's definitely like it's not snow cold here. But I think as soon as you're outside of the hall again, you're like, it is cooler, like chilly.
Yeah.
I know, like you're not super affected by that, but it's worth noting.
Yeah.
You kind of quickly look around and follow what you believe to be her trail upwards towards the peak of the mountain. And you follow her into the snow as well. I think we'll leave it at that. Reverence and Merit in the hot spring.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're in the woods. And this is all like pine trees, coniferous trees, because it's, the cold areas. I think, number one, getting naked before getting in the hot water, fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be worse when you get out.
Do you think they
Mm.
have the brain cells to have realized that? They just heard hot springs and went, yes.
There are a couple of pools, and mostly they're unoccupied, but there is one other person in here with you.
Ignore.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, they won't glance at who it is, but just, don't have to talk unless they start.
Reverence is concerned with one thing, and it's getting herself into a pool of hot water.
I want both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Alarming.
Oh no. Saving throw?
Oh, wait, let me switch to Reverence. Oh. What the fuck? I switched to Reverence. Why? Well,
So you both pass out in the hot water. And, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think both of you wake up and are being laid out on the very cold ground. Whoever is doing this has the kindness to cover you both. But yeah, you've both been dragged out of the water and carefully laid out to dry a little bit.
how did we? What do you mean we passed out?
If
From
you
it being
stay in
hot?
a hot tub for too long, you pass out.
Oh, okay.
And I
Just
don't
stayed in
think
there too
there's
long.
any reason for either of you to know that.
No, there sure isn't.
Yeah. So yeah, you passed out. And
That's
you are
pretty-
now come to covered with like a I think they're two different things. I think one of them's like a towel and the other one's like a cloak that's someone else's. And you're just kind of been laid on the floor.
Well,
We're just immediately like, but it's very cold on the ground. Also, if there was another person, Merritt probably would have put up mask many faces just to hide his hair, and it probably went away. As he went
All your
unconscious.
secrets are this person's. They've seen you
Are
both
they still-
naked!
are they still here?
Yeah. You
Cool.
both kind of start coming to and sit up and are like, oh god, what happened? And there is a tiefling with a towel only wrapped around their waist, kind of watching you both like, boy, I sure hope these people don't die.
That was a lot hotter for a lot longer.
What the fuck happened?
This tiefling kind of snickers and says, you both passed out.
From what?
The hot water. Have you ever been in a hot spring before?
No.
Merritt just shakes his head. He also, whatever he had, he's like, put it over his head while trying to also like keep himself a little covered.
The tiefling nods, amused, and says, if you stay in hot water for too long, it makes you pass out.
Reverence is making a stinky face, like she's not happy about it. But she says, well, thank you for stopping us from boiling?
I do appreciate it.
They nod.
They're both very red.
I mean, yeah,
Well-
Reverend's always red.
That's
Yeah, but,
true.
like,
Now she's more red. She looks closer to a regular solid colored tiefling.
Yeah, I was about to say she's she's pinkish and then red.
yeah, I think this tiefling is like, well, have fun. I'm gonna go back to the hall. Toodaloo. And they start walking away.
Reverence just like waves up a hand, like bye. Yeah.
Yeah, one of you does have this stranger's cloak.
What a meet cute.
Yeah, I guess.
I've seen you both naked. Bye.
See you later.
Can Merritt have the cloak?
I was
Can that be
gonna
my
say anything,
request?
Sure, whatever. I
Yes.
don't care.
I
who has
mean,
it.
how big's the tower? I feel like it would probably make more sense because Merritt has a flat chest
Ugh.
and Reverence has titties.
Yeah, that's fair. Revan's got that cloak.
So sorry to break your
Sorry
heart.
to rain on your parade.
It's fine.
Reverence will make Merritt come to return it anyway.
Yeah, I like to imagine like whoever hasn't merit like notices is like, wait. Oh wait! Oh no!
Yeah,
But
once
that
we
tiefling again. 'cause I
yeah,
think that
once
might
we
be
go
theirs.
in, we're just gonna go over there and find them.
But then first things first, we have to dress so fast. It's so fucking cold.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Reverence didn't take her warming ring off. Oh no, she did. She doesn't want to get it wet. So yeah, she's cold as fuck. Puts the ring back on though. It's better.
Instantly, you don't give
Good
a
for
shit.
you. Good
Instantly,
for you.
I don't give a shit. Good.
Watches your twink friend shivers.
Reverence gives you her cloak too.
Where it puts it on as like a regular cloak, but then also like scoops it up to where it's like a blanket.
Yeah.
A few of his flowers are missing petals because passed out probably was not great. And the process.
God, you both rolled so deliciously. Thank you for that.
I was
Yeah.
ready to roll okay with Merritt's little bitty 3, and then he rolled a 2.
Hey, a 3 is not itty bitty. 5 is above average. It's a 1 to 5 scale.
I know. Merritt's pretty healthy. That's why I was like, 3 is good. 3 is okay.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have proficiency in being in Constitution, but 3 is pretty good. And then
oh, yeah. So yeah, you guys start heading back to the guild. Congrats. Pen, Yorna, and Noah, who are following Adoration. Adoration gets to not really a peak of the mountain, but kind of like where you can't go further while being a normal person. And I think it's beginning. The sun is beginning to set at this point, and you see her kind of just like sit down in the golden rays of the sunset, and she starts to pray for a few moments. And I imagine you've all kind of caught up with her. I don't think it would take you very long. You watch her praying for a little bit, and then she starts to cry.
oh,
Oh.
That's very sad.
That is very sad.
I mean, Pen and Yorna are just there to watch her.
Yeah. Noah. Ah. Um.
I'm putting my sad music on.
Okay. Noah pulls up behind Adoration with Lilith and asks, "Sorry, I just wanted to come."
Ah!
Yep. Ah.
Nobody
Oh, wow.
listened to Reverence.
You would bother her too.
Reverence wouldn't.
She's crying.
She's fucking in prayer and shit.
She is very clearly not praying anymore. She's just crying.
Oh, okay. Well, she stopped. If she stopped praying, then yeah.
But yeah, Adora jumps at your voice and kind of flips around, and you can see there's tears tracks down her cheeks. And she kind of looks at you surprised for a moment before, oh, it's just you, Noah. And she quickly starts wiping her face.
Noah gets off of Lilith and sits and pats Lilith. Lilith also sits. And he goes, I don't mean to bother you in a time like this, but I felt like I needed to check up on you. I know Reverence is usually the one you talk to about things, but if you want to talk, I've got open ears. And if you don't want to talk, then he gestures to Lilith. There's plenty of fluff to cry into here.
I think she kind of half-heartedly smiles at that and sits kind of close to you and nods a little bit and puts a hand idly on Lilith to pet her before kind of looking up at the sunset, which at this point I think is really starting to like go beneath the peaks of the mountain range. And she says, my whole life I've felt like there's something wrong with me.
Hmm.
And I
And?
met you guys.
Sorry. Sorry.
And you know, reference, and it's been really nice, but it was really nice to know someone who was the same.
Yeah.
But we're not the same.
Maybe not exactly, but still you are the same. You are two clerics. You still pray to God, your God?
I've
And
never heard his voice. I've never received some kind of message. My whole life, I have been waiting for a message from God, and it has never come.
Have you ever thought your message might be your gift?
What does it mean?
I'm sure you can interpret it as many things, but I see it as your God saw potential in you and bestowed you the power to do great things for the world. You don't need the guidance because you already know.
She sniffles a little and wipes away some more tears. Maybe you're right.
Noah smiles. And he goes, "E."
Did you
Just
say he goes
because.
E?
Yeah, he went E.
All right,
And-
Chance.
But. Ah, fuck, what was I gonna say?
Sorry.
He goes, "Well, yes, you and Rose may be different. That's not a bad thing. You're unique in your own way. I mean, shit, look at me. You really think I'm gonna have a, um, ah, sorry.
Bunch like you.
You really think I'm gonna find people like me? I may, but so far, been on here, on this. I've been here for a while, and so far, I haven't come across someone like me. That's okay. That makes me special. It's like your gift makes you special.
My gift made me something I never asked to be.
Yeah. I suppose so. But sadly, from what I've learned through life, we have lots of responsibilities bestowed upon us that we never asked for. But it's about what we choose to do with what we're given. There's always a choice. Just like you chose to leave your cage. So,
Do you think he's mad with me?
who, your god or
Yes,
someone in
Pelor.
Adora? No. No, I don't think so. I mean, from what it seems like, at least from what I've heard, it wasn't Pelor's decision to put you in the throne.
If Reverence can hear her god, maybe the people who put me in on the throne could hear mine.
Well, we may be able to figure something out to... I mean, I don't know for sure, but Hen can do some funky stuff with magic and gods, even though they're not a godly person, like religious. But
It's okay. You can say
what
they're
I'm
ungodly.
But Ben has still dabbled in communicating with gods when we need information or just a shot in the dark sometimes. But if you wanted to, we could try to talk to Pelor.
Is it that easy?
No.
We're gesturing at only Pin being able to commune with the gods.
What I'm
Reverence
saying.
can too.
This is true.
What I'm saying is, we can try. Gods are very hit or miss.
Guess I'll
They're finicky. All gods are different. So, don't really know how it would go, but we can try.
You want to talk to our knife about it?
Talk to our knife about it.
Have Adoration and Krios met? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I mean, well, we've been traveling together for a long ass time, so yes.
That doesn't mean yes.
Well, but Reverence Krios can just like talk,
That
like
doesn't
whenever.
mean he does.
Does he not?
No.
Because
Seems to-
Reverence would get him out at night and just see if he wants to chat. I'm just saying. But if he doesn't talk, then no, they haven't met.
I think Krios, I don't think Krios prefers to meet people like that. Just like randomly we're talking and there's someone nearby.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't talked about it, so I'm gonna say they haven't met. Because I think that would be worth talking about.
Yeah, I just feel like we were on a boat for a month in close quarters. I feel like an introduction would have happened.
Usually we would roleplay an introduction, though.
I know, we just didn't think about it, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to have somehow hidden him for over a month.
I doubt hidden is the correct term, but
Yeah.
like Adoration may
Hidden.
have indications of like, is that a fucking talking knife? But she hasn't said anything because she's very polite and a little scared.
Reverence, are you talking to your knife? I'm not going to bring it up.
It's also worth noting, Krios has not been well. You gave him, you talked to his god, and you rocked his fucking world. So, like,
Yeah,
I don't think he's super talkative as of late.
understandable.
Yeah, we
Reverence
also have to
does still
resolve some of
try.
his shit while we're here.
Yes, we do.
I think, let's just get this out of the way. I think Krios has probably, been talking, like, once or twice a month.
Damn, okay.
Poor
So,
Chris.
I don't think he's been
Okay.
very talkative.
Word. Then
Yeah.
no, they haven't met.
Okay. Yeah. Did you suggest that Adora should talk to a knife?
No, I'm a bird.
Okay.
Tweet.
Tweet.
The discussion
Yeah.
was, it's not easy to talk to gods, but it is possible.
Yeah.
Adora says, if you could help me speak with him, I would be in your debt forever.
No need. Just helping a friend.
She
And
nods.
we will do all we can.
Thank you.
Yeah. My pleasure. All right,
She gives you a
well,
hug.
He hugs. And then Lilith joins.
Just bundle.
Crushed.
Crushed by the
The best way to go.
No goes. Well, I want to say I'm sorry for disturbing you, but at the same time, I'm glad I could help.
She nods.
Hmm.
I think at this
Uh,
point, Yorna, as a bird, lands on her shoulder.
Mhm. How close has it been to an hour?
It's been like an hour.
Mhm.
They land and then transform.
Yeah, Yorna's like, time to cause trouble as a bird. lands on her shoulder, immediately turns into a gnome and tumbles to the ground. And Adoration is just like,
Oh, I love
And they're
her.
like, oh, Yona. Hey.
Yona goes, where was I? I just remember seeds and wind.
Sounds like Pen turned you into a bird.
What a troubling statement, though.
Turned you into a bird.
Sounds like Pen turned you into a bird. Is Pen gonna unbird or just like leave him hanging like that?
Fine. Pen flies down and unbirds. I'm glad you're feeling
Adora-
better.
Dora kind of looks at both of them and goes, well, you were following me.
Wanted to make sure you didn't get hurt. It's cold out here. Could be like bears or something. I don't know.
Noah raises his hand and say, I just want to say I was just coming to check on you.
I appreciate all of you for caring.
Except Team Virtue. Fuck Team Virtue.
They just passed out in a hot tub.
No.
I know.
No.
We know Reverence cares. It's just funny that the other half of the group had actually followed her.
Reverence just has a different approach to these matters.
Pass out in a
Like-
hot spring and get dressed by a stranger.
I guess. No, the approach is generally her own thoughts which is if I'm having issues with my god, if somebody fucking follows me into the woods, I'm gonna kick their ass. You know?
Yeah.
But Adora's a new adventurer, so worry.
She's probably like level 2, guys. I don't know what to do.
I don't know.
I'm so
She's
afraid of her
almost-
coming to fight the dragon with us.
I
It'll be fine. We'll keep her
know.
safe.
Noah just felt like a friend needed emotional support.
Yeah.
And also to help make sense of some things, because obviously Adora was very confused as to everything that happened over the past, 2 hours. With the whole god
Yeah.
being within her and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about making it make sense as if you know anything about it, about what's up with her.
No. But you can still
I just-
try.
I know, I
does
just think
follow-
it's funny.
A god, which is a step above.
No, that's
in
not
there.
what I mean.
I know.
Pen follows a god and it's called dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
I mean, Merit sees the Queen of Summer as a god, but that's not quite it. That's not quite it, bud.
That's called idolation.
That's called you're in a cult.
Idolatry.
Mm-hmm.
The golden calf.
I mean, is that not what the fucking Fae are? Them dancing around the golden calf and going fucking mad?
That is their MO, yes.
Fuck yeah, the golden calf is God. Let's all go for it.
It's fucking shiny, dude. Of course
I
it
just
is.
think of that fucking the fucking Vine where they're all dancing around a unicorn at like a fucking concert.
I love
I
that.
love it so much.
And the dude that comes in and makes the
He
unicorn
starts
do a
spinning.
flip. God. God tier video.
It's a fucking amazing video. Anyway, yeah, you all have a sweet moment with Adora. I think she hugs both Yorna and Pen as well.
Aw.
Mhm.
Wonderful.
She appreciates you.
I'm glad she doesn't think we're stalkers. Pen hugs
She's
her
used to
back.
being stalked.
That's not good.
That's rough. That's pretty rough.
That's a no.
New for me,
Grimace.
lads.
It's a big oof from me. But yeah, I think after that whole exchange, the sun has set by the end of it, and you and her all walk down the mountainside. Don't know why I said it's so weird. Sorry about that, lads.